Welcome back. Now, if you have not been to the Mini Time Machine Museum of Miniatures, you really are missing out on the littlest big thing in town.
This month would be the perfect time to visit them. Lisa Hastreiter-Lamb and Gentry Spronken are here to tell us why. We're just talking off camera. What's so awesome about the museum? Tell us a little bit for those who don't know very much about it.
Well, the Mini Time Machine Museum has a collection of over 300 doll houses and room boxes, and during the month of October we have something really special in the museum. We have a miniature ghost town that is on display right now, about 15 buildings, and they're filled with skeletons and ghouls, and we have wagons, and it's all run down, but it's all animated too. So not only are you going to see these buildings, but you're going to see these characters in action.
Oh, that sounds perfect for Halloween.
What? That is so amazing. When does that run?
The show opened the beginning of the month.
Okay.
It'll be up through October 31st.
Okay.
And it actually is something that some Tucsonans might be familiar with because it's the work of Jean Leroy, and this ghost town used to be, back in the 80s and 90s, it was in the Hidden Valley Inn, which is over near Sabino Canyon.
Oh.
And so it hasn't been on display since it left the Hidden Valley Inn in the early 90s. So this is its first exhibit in a long time.
Oh, like come back and kind of reminisce, and
Yeah.
maybe you went and saw that with your family, and now take, your new family over there to see it. That's awesome.
I love it. I love everything about it too, especially that you're, like you said, you're bringing it back. For someone like me, not from here, I get to experience it in an entirely different way.
Yeah. But that's not the only thing you guys have going on this month. That's why we're saying this is such a great month to kind of pop in, because you guys have all these different things going on. What about the churches of the Southwest?
Yes, that's another exhibit which will be opening next Tuesday, the 18th. It will be up through the middle of January, and we're really excited to have it here. Artist Roberto Bob Cardinale from Santa Fe has been creating Southwest mission churches for about 20 years, and he just completed a series of missions from Texas, and specifically for the show here at the Mini Time Machine Museum, he created the Mission San Javier del Bac for us, and the funeral chapel that goes along with it, as well as the Tumacacori mission, and they're just stunning. He carves them from rough-hewn pine, and then he puts layers and layers of paint on them, and he really just tries to capture the spirit and the essence of the churches. So they're not, they look like the churches, but they really have a sense of the age and time. They're quite beautiful.
And you have something special this weekend, right? The big miniature.
This weekend.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Miniature extravaganza. It's the 2016 Tucson Miniature Showcase. And so there's been miniature shows taking place in Tucson for the last 38 years. This is the first time it will be at the Mini Time Machine Museum of Miniatures. And so both Saturday and Sunday we'll have 18 artisans from across the country that will be selling their miniatures, fine scale miniatures, silver, pottery, furniture kits. There'll be nearly 50 displays of miniatures created by local artisans. There'll be a silent auction, raffles, and the best part is there's a weekend pass, which is only $7, and it lets you get into the museum and the showcase both Saturday and Sunday, so it's also a huge savings as well.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
That really is a steal.
And we have so much going on in the month of October with all three of the different events that we were talking about, and I'm so glad we have a chance to catch up right now so people know what to come out to. But if everyone wants to see what's going on beyond October and all the different exhibits that come through there, how can we keep up with you guys?
You can visit our website, which is theminitimemachine.org. You can sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get email alerts about upcoming events. Follow us on Facebook to see what's coming up. It's a great time to become a museum member because you'll get in for free to see these wonderful exhibits. You get 4 free guest passes. We've got We Winter Wonderland coming up this holiday season, and a wonderful exhibit coming up in January of miniature portraits as well.
Oh, I remember the miniature portrait. You've had something like that, similar, right?
We haven't yet, but we did.
We did an exhibit of miniature figures.
That might have been what I was
that's
thinking
probably
about.
What you're thinking about.
Yes.
Yeah, they were stunning. But these miniature portraits, many of them are from the 18th century, and they're absolutely gorgeous. A lot of them were jewelry, and so we're really looking forward to it. And it's not just the miniature portraits, but it's also the art and science of the miniatures portraits. So there's going to be a whole nother angle to talk about what you can learn by studying them using scientific instruments.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, the membership, I'm interested in that because I'm always looking for something fun to do with my kids. As we mentioned, kids are on fall break this week. Would you say this is a great thing for families, especially, what would you say is the age, I should ask, because I have a 2-year-old that I'm not sure would handle it. Would you say that's a good age?
We try to have programming for all ages, and so a membership is great for a family. We have once a month Tiny Tales for Tots, which is an early literacy program. It takes place on the third Wednesday. Costumed characters come and do a sing-along and a story, so the really little ones love that. We've got art carts in the gallery so they can actually handle the miniatures. We have a Kids Create every second Saturday. And then, the exhibits like the churches and the portraits obviously appeal to a different audience as well. So throughout the year, there's just so many different things going on that people can enjoy.
This is definitely a great month, though. Everything you said, I'm like so interested about.
This is a great month to come out. And like we say, even if, you've been out to the museum before, you guys always continue to bring in new things and new exhibits and things that we've never seen. So we're going to remind everybody how they can keep up with you guys and if they want to get any more information. But thank you guys so much for coming in. I feel like every time you come, I get to learn a little bit something new. But you guys can get your Tucson Miniature Showcase weekend passes for only $7. Remember, that includes admission for both tomorrow and Sunday. For more details, call 881-0606 or visit theminitimemachine.org.